Hello friends, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a synchronous Beeple process and how to test it. So friends, I have already created SOA application, and in that application I'll be creating a Beeple process. So for that, click here on that drop down, and from here select new, then project, and from this list you need to select the SOA project because I'm going to create a SOA project for this. Click on OK. Then here it will ask you to give the project name. You can give my sample sync project underscore SOA, and this is the directory where this project will be saved automatically. Click on next button, select empty composite, then click on finish. So this project is created here. See, my sample sync project SOA. So here you see there is nothing in this component. So for that, first of all you need to configure the Beeple process. So for that, from the component list we have these many components. So from here you need to select Beeple process, drag and drop here, and then configure this. So here you need to give the Beeple process name. You can give like my sample sync project BPL, like this. You can give any name. The namespace will come automatically. If you want, you can change this also, and this is going to be the directory of this Beeple process. And here this is the main thing which you need to select, because I'm going to create a synchronous Beeple process. So from here I will select the synchronous Beeple process. So this is the main thing in here. So here if you see here, it's asking input and output. So this is nothing but the message structure where we will be passing the information and we will be getting the result from there. So for now I will keep it default, and once the structure is created here automatically I will update that. Click on OK button. So this is created. Now if you see here under the schema folder, this schema is created. So let's see what is there inside. So by default this has been created, and here we have element like input and output. So what I will do, I will add one more input element here, and it will change the name. Like I will give first name, last name. So it means here we have two elements like first name and last name. So in this, whenever I will be calling this service, I will pass two parameters, which will be the first name and the last name. And this is the result where we will be getting the result. Then save it. Save all. Close this. So now our schema is ready. So just since we have the input information, like we will be getting two input parameters, and we have to set the output because this is going to be a synchronous project. So I will show you what information we are going to send. So if you see here, we are getting first name and last name. So in the reply, I mean in the output, if any service is calling this service, and if the caller is sending first name and the last name, and if the requirement is to concatenate first name and last name, then we'll use the assign activity here. Drag and drop the assign activity, give the name like assign name. So double click this, and we need to configure this assign activity. So in the input variable, if you see here, we have first name and the last name, and in the output variable we have a result. So what we are going to do that, I'm going to concatenate the first name and the last name. So for that use this thing like drag and click here, and here we have a string function. So there will be concatenate. Under this concat, click here inside into expression. So this function came here. Now go back and select this one. So what we are going to concatenate. We are going to concatenate the first name. Select this, then click here. It will go up, and we are going to concatenate first name, then a space, then give a space, then I'm going to concatenate the last name. So see, this came like concatenate the first name, and in between there will be a space, and there will be the last name. If you want to modify this one, like if you want to give the welcome message like welcome first name and last name, that also you can give here. Then click OK. So this is configured. So what I'm going to do here, we are getting the first name and the last name, and we are concatenating and sending out in the result. Apply. OK. So this is configured. So this is the same synchronous process. Now I'm going to deploy this. I have shown you in my previous video how to deploy the service. So if you don't know, please follow that particular video. And here we have options like make composite revision as a default, override if any existing. Like since we have this is the new project which I have created, so there is no same project deployed in the server. But even if you're going to redeploy the server again and again, then you need to select this one, like override the existing one, because otherwise it will not get deployed. It will give error. Since this is the new one, so I'm not selecting this one. Then click next. Then I have two connections like SOA-Dev and SOA-Web Logic connection to deploy in the server. So I can use any one. So in this case, I'm going to use SOA-Dev. Click next. Then it will ask you the folder. Folder is nothing but the partition where you want to deploy this service. So I have only one partition for now. So that is the default one. So I will select that particular folder where I'm going to deploy this project. Click next, then click finish. So this will get deployed. Once this is deployed, I'll show you how to test this service. So let's wait for a few seconds. It will be deployed. See the progress of the deployment here. So deployment finished. It means this service is deployed. So once I log into SOA EM console, I should be able to see my sample sync project underscore SOA. So let's go there. So this is the SOA EM console. I have already logged in. Click on the SOA folder default, because I have deployed this service under the default folder. Now here you see the deployed composites. Under that, see my sample sync project SOA is there, and the deployment date is this one. So it means the service is deployed successfully. Now I can test it from here. Click on that, and here we have a test button. Click on test button. So here it is asking like payload, like first name and the last name. So first name I will give Shailendra, and the last name I will give Singh. Here now I have given the information in the input request, and from there I can test it. So click on the test web service. So what should be the result? Like I should be getting the result like Shailendra space Singh. Then launch the float press to see the data. So here see this is completed. See the input message. In the input I'm passing this Shailendra Singh, and this is the assignment where I'm assigning the concatenation, and we'll check in the result. So in the result you see this service is accepting the first name and the last name, and this is returning the result like concatenation of those two things like Shailendra space Singh. So this is how we create a synchronous Beeple process in 12c, and in the next video I will show you how to call this service from other service. So friends, thank you so much for watching my video. Thanks a lot.